we are back. Okay. Stream died at some point. Yeah, the changes I made, I took out the... What's his face? I took out the Super Heavy Samurai Synchro. We've removed the Spider. We've added in Winder Construct. Falco to the main deck. Beast to the main deck. Shaddoll Fusion to the main deck. That is the changes as current. I'm thinking maybe it's worth putting in Aerial. But the thing is, okay, what's your... You can target a Shaddoll in your grave, special summon it. This one we're not summoning by itself. So I think it's possibly just Falco and Beast. That has a Shaddoll card to the... Hound might be, unironically, slightly better. Because we're playing a Ghost second deck. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we add a Hound. How do the hands look? I mean, they're going to change a little bit, but probably not loads. So, okay, there we've drawn Beast. There we've drawn Fusion. It's statistically less likely to draw Fusion than the parts 2 Fusion. Which means maybe it's worth putting in Verte, just as like a 2-card or 2-body thing. Also, I'm just curious, 22, 25 defense. Alright. I feel like those are the changes for the moment, and we see how it plays out. This also does just work with the Shaddolls by itself anyway. What do we have in terms of Machina? Nothing. Good to know. What about Zark? Not loads. That is the high scale. But we can only Pendulum summon once while this is on the field, if we're to try and maintain a winning game state. Add a Supreme King Gate Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Which means kind of specifically this, right? Yeah. Although this does just give us scales 5 to 13, so that's something. Yeah, these aren't doing anything. Right. Right. I think I have Conscription. No, I have Deployment. Now, Shaddoll monsters are not actually listed on the Shaddoll fusions. That is worth noting. However, what was I looking at? Yeah, nothing there. However, we do have fusions that list monsters. And it was one of the reasons I'd said, what is it, the Dark Blade was good. Because I think we have them anyway. There is an old Union, well, it's not a Union, it might be a Contact Fusion or something like that that lists Dark Blade. Maybe we don't have him. I don't even know what rarity is, actually. I guess we don't. But okay, going from the bottom, what do we have? He's right. We do. Darkblade is in fact summonable from the deck. As is the Snake Hair, Zombie Dragon, Lord of the Lamp, Invader from Another Dimension, the M-Warriors, Neo-Spacian Flare Scarab, Lord of D and Divine Dragon Ragnarok, maybe, Gigatech Wolf, Cannon Soldier, except the Cannon Soldier is banned, Mystical Elf, Curtain of the Dark Ones, in Alistair the Invoker. Yeah, we still don't have an invocation. But it does put Alistair on the field, I guess, so something. 2 Lunar Lights, the specific, yep. Okay, yeah. Right, what else? Frenzy Power, Panda, Ryukishin, Edgemp, Runix, Spellcasters, Mystic Lamp Hero, Sube, Wild Heart Blade Edge. We have neither. Okay. Surprises me a little bit. Snake Hair again, popular. Blackland Fire Dragon. We can E-Telly Sangha from deck. Or Kazajin. Still don't have a Suijin. But that helps out the Gate Guardian stuff. Amazoness Tiger plus an Amazoness. There's Tiger. Includes itself, so it is a 1500. Mass Change, Fright Furs, Normals, Mass Change, Critias. Don't have the pieces, right? Oh, we actually have 2 of 3. And we have the big Mega Fusion, but we don't have the other half of it, right? Yeah. But we could get Buster Draco or Assault Core. Neos Glomos, the pieces, any evil hero. 2 specific guys. I have 1 of them. Not particularly worth it. Because we also do get fusion locked. That's the other bit about fusion deployment. Surprise, surprise. Plus Fighting Flame. Oh, plus that one. Okay. Most of these are generally not going to name Vespias. I definitely don't have that right. It's one of those... Yeah, it's one of the things that would pull Glad Beast together a little bit better. Forgiven Maiden and Dark Lord Marie. So we could E-Telly for a lot. Well, yeah, we could get this from the deck. That's a level 5 1700 with a life point gain. Which basically means tribute material. Well, we've got Ambulance Roid. No, we've got Rescue Roid. We don't have Ambulance Roid. Brings us down to there. Gravekeepers, Hermos. Zone Eater's material. Things you don't normally see or hear. Can't use that one. 3E heroes, Moki, Pendulum Dragon Monster, Rhino Heart specifically. Roids, Cyber Dragon. Oh wait, Cyber Dragon. It's now slightly easier to board break. We have 2 Clockwork Knight, 2 Cyber... well, 1, 2, 3... no, 1, 2, 5... yeah. 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12... So we have 13 copies of Cyber Dragon and 2 copies of Clockwork Knight. Although it is just this that we're summoning. How many do we have different levels? 1, 2, 3, and then actual Cyber Dragon. A lot of these are just listing the generic things, which is why they're good. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand that. But it is mildly frustrating. Like, currently the best thing we have is like Sungor or Kazajin, probably. And the reason that is because their level 7 beat 6 with a battle trick. We could be running Sidra, but then the whole Sidra thing depends on exactly drawing Clockwork Knight, which is currently for us non-searchable. That mentions exactly Cat Dancer, who's a fusion. Right. 7 Crystal Beasts, Destiny, Melodious, Thunder, Fusion, Edge Imp Chain specifically. Probably don't have that, right? No. DDDs, Illusion, Neos, the Roids assorted. I think we're near the end of it. Yeah, there's the Dark Blade. Question, do we have Pitch? We have Pitch. It's not a fusion monster worth playing, but, you know, it's a fusion monster. For the same stats, but taking a monster in a spell trap zone instead, you could have a 2200 Piercer. Whereas this doesn't pierce, but has a battle damage effect. Cave Dragon and Lesser Fiend. We can get Lesser Fiend from the deck. Very niche. We won't have this rock, do we? No. Sad times. No Fallen of Albaz. Amazoness Queen. Do we have Queen? We have Queen. One of these things fusions. Is it you? Is it you? No. Is it just Secret Arts? It might just be Secret Arts. we could, you know, fusion deployment for Big Koala. And then just have a 1-to-1 brick ratio. For a particularly difficult monster to summon. With very little benefit. Well, we do have UFO Roid. Not sure what the benefits that is. Anyway, enough scouring the card pool for random bits and bobs. Let's see if adding the Shadol cards does anything. Second.
Right, now huh. Right. Unfortunately, turn order dictates that we use the field spells second, which means we might only get 2 counters.
We might get none.
They are scared of the go second prowess.
Wait, do we have another monster to...
We do have monster search.
What can we search? We can search this.
Search this. Search... That's it. Okay. Kyoto Waterfront. You're gonna max C for like no reason. No? Set 1, set 2, deploy forces to attack. Response? 16 to the face, okay, nice. Did that make a ding? Huh. Right, can Book of Moon do it? I mean, specifically Book of Moon, because the rest of this field is currently fake. Are they just bricked? They've got to be just kind of like bricked, right? We'll just go again. We'll just punch again. And yeah, there was a little ding. I do like the resonator kind of appearance. It's like a little, kind of like jester, musician kind of deal. Okay, so there's a special summon. We can't do anything on the special summon. We have to wait for something a bit more committal. Oh. We take those.
they might have more, but yeah. That's what I was thinking. Right. Okay, special summon. No. Special summon here. What do you have? Max C. Sure. That's not going to save you. For literally all I need to do is this. Special summon. Okay, you have one card. Effect. Battle phase. What makes you think you're going to live long enough? Okay. Now, funny that. You targeted. Good game. What was their hand? Obviously a lot of tuners and I guess hand traps. The bestials they couldn't summon because I didn't put anything in the graveyard. Yeah. Hand traps, tuners, no non-tuners. They expected me to play the game. Foolish. Right. 5 whole legacy tickets. Elemental Lord. Is he not just... No, I guess he isn't in a pack. Anyway. Dark Red Enchanter. Specifically if normal summoned. On the other hand, it does just continuously gain attack. Just for every single spell. The bug. The bug mecha. The design is actually really cool on this thing. I don't think we have anything that makes use of this. We have a quantity of trap tricks, but I don't think we have any of them that are insects with, well, we need 3 with the same name. So I think that stops us there. That's not going to work. Nor is that. Pentastag's neat. Drawbug's not so. Now, if we had torrential, not torrential, transaction rollback, this would be a hell of a card. As it is, no. That's funny. I don't think we do have transaction rollback, but we can look. Gets an upgrade. Ooh. Could be shiny. Ooh, ah. Well, one of these is a super rare. And a lot of these are duplicates. White Mirror is new, as is the Bower. If you control no other monsters, tribute this, take 2 different monsters, add to your hand or special. This is a rank 4. And that's fine. You see, I don't actually know how many copies we have of this, but this is actually playable. Still not, like, fantastic, but actually playable. Because we did pull Red Dragon Archfiend the other day. And we have the Red Rising Dragon. Granted, that's about the weakest payoff we could manage in that deck. But it is playable. I would rather it be just a card we didn't have already, probably. But can't have everything. That's literally the point of this show. Okay, 1 new card. 1 new card. It's not even good. Not remotely. More copies of this is good for Fluffle. Yeah. That kind of, that tells you about how good that is. Right, we get another duel or 2. But yeah, just to show you. Yeah, still can't get much new things. Okay, so that's our second copy. But we have Red Rising Dragon. We actually have a good number of Resonators, including, like, the good stuff. And is anything here related to Red Dragon Archfiend? Yeah, there we go. Red Dragon Archfiend. So, like, we have a payoff. Do we have Majestic Dragon? No, we don't. Okay. It was just a thought. Pretty poor thought, but just a thought. It still seems like our best deck is just the Generator deck, but we're getting other things that are kind of spicy. Can you go, please? What if I let you go? What if I wanted second? This hand is not it. And we're against Exo Sister. Right, but do you have a way to quick effect Xyz? Okay. Like, I'm not sure if Exos have a way to quick effect Xyz. Okay, they have a way to quick effect Xyz. They haven't searched it yet. Go keep reading. Okay. That also allows for an instant Xyz. And Magnifica... Oh. They've just got a quick effect attached to Vanish. That's gonna hurt. You know this is a search card. Okay. I still get to Snatch Steal. And I can still banish 5 cards from your graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What am I making? I don't actually know. Am I making Verte for giggles? I mean, I'm making a Link monster, right? Yeah, I am making a Link monster. So let's make GNA Transverser. And then let's just give it Moon Mirror Shield for giggles. There we go. Beat this. I should have attacked into them for 28, but who cares? If nothing else, if nothing else, this was funny. There's Caspatel. Moon Mirror Shield. Moon Mirror Shield, yeah. Well, I mean, outside of dealing like 2800 instead of 1200, what could I have actually done? Because honestly, I don't know. They get to make another Xyz summon, I think Michaelis, right? Type 1 card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, banish it, yeah. Which is just game. Insult to injury, I have to pay for the Moon Mirror Shield. You got it. You got it.
Alright, we couldn't close out the night on a win. But I do feel kind of happy with how this is at the moment. Granted, we haven't seen the Shadol stuff at all. We haven't been in a position to make Verte while our opponent controls an extra deck monster. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, if they control an extra deck monster, we're probably not summoning Verte ever. Simply because we won't get to 2 monsters on field. Yeah, this is in fact a rank 4. Or a link 2. But the link 2 requires to be able to be made with effects and non-effects. Okay. Well, it has been a session. Rather mediocre. The stream crashed at some point. Or just went down for a little blip. So this upload will be in 2 parts. A very, you know, long average part, and then we will have also the much more regular bit. That's what that scroll wheel's for. I don't think there's really too much to say about the deck changing, or indeed what we're doing next session. I don't really know. I am tempted to try and make a go second deck that is like drastically cut down. Like we maybe drop the time break. Yeah, maybe drop the time breakers. Maybe drop this. Like cut down a lot of stuff so we're only keeping like tuners and essentials, the Shadols. I don't really know. It's either that or we try and change up the deck to something different, something that we were playing before but haven't played for a minute. In terms of stun, what can we update here? In terms of stun, we could add the Shadol stuff. We could also add the Void Trap Hole. Because if we add the Shadol, that gives us Winder on top of like the rest of this stuff. If we do not play stun, we have Umi Normal, which I'm kind of is a bit too weak, really. We have Burn. I don't think we picked up anything particularly for this. We have extra copies of this now. But that's not the Burn card. Is there even a Burn card like that? Am I thinking of something different? Yeah, I don't think there's much else. Oh yeah, right, we need to try out, or see if we can build a ritual slot pile. Cosmopunk. I don't know how to update this. Like, we got some things, but it feels like it's pretty accurate for what we need. Like, what else could we actually add to this? We can add this. Would we want to cut anything? Because the... what is it? One of these ones. Send this card from your hand or field to the grave, add a punk. So this one gets this one, which gets one of these 2 traps. Which is a nice little engine. And then if we actually pay life points for any psychic, which includes the Cosmos, we get to draw cards. Just has to be in there by virtue of being the best go second card. Econ feels like it might be the odd one out here. Yeah.
I think it might be Econ. There we go, the deck is fixed, it's perfect. And yeah, I don't think, like, we've already played Redo a Turbo recently. This one wasn't really working. Wasn't really working. The test hands don't look so great, really. That's the way I mean. Like, okay, we got the fusion thing, but we now need to get to the fusion cut. Okay, there we go. A couple of draws. Bit of a poor hand trap in the Malice format, but on the other hand, we have been seeing non-Malice decks, which is also why we're maining Soul Release. That's particularly poor. I mean, do we even want the Kaijus in this? I'm not sure we do. Anyway, rambling. I can look at this another time. I'm straying from the point. What I need to do is go to the data. 1760. Where are we at? And 658. That is not a great change. 7 wins. I guess that, no, that was about 50%, isn't it? Oh, and just because I forget to do it a lot of the time. There we go. Alright, the stats are the stats are now accurate. And we have been going for a little bit of a while, a couple breaks in between, but I think it is time to call it a session. So, thank you all very much for watching. My name is Cat Monarch, and I need to take a drink. Better. And I look forward to catching you all next time, probably on Thursday. I don't see anything that's going to put that off for the moment, so I'm counting on Thursday. Thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye for now.